Hi, we're moving to a digital notebook way of learning where you're going to be storing all your work in a digital format which will be available to you wherever you log into Microsoft Teams. You will be able to access your work in a variety of ways. I'm just going to run through today how you can access your work using Class Notebook or through the assignment section. Right, so when you log into Microsoft Teams, you'll be met with your classes, okay, your teams. I have up here, as you can see, an experimental team. That is not your class team because due to data protection, I cannot show any of your names and make videos of it, just in case that the video gets spread around where it should be getting spread. So to access your class notebook, the easiest way to do it is to go up to that little tab there that says Class Notebook. Now, the Class Notebook will be loading just now, and it will look different perhaps than what you will actually see, because I've got a teacher's account, and so therefore I have more than one student. So that's my class notebook, more or less loaded on. It's not yet. That's it now. There we have it. There's all my controls at the top here. Okay, and so you should see all these controls at the top here. The home one is basically just allowing you to write things onto the page and edit your font and whatnot. You've also got an insert where you can insert tables, attach files, or insert pictures. Okay, and there is other options as well. Anyway, to get to your own notes within the class notebook, there's a little arrow here. If you click that, that opens a navigation panel. And you can then navigate. Now, I would imagine that you only have welcome, collaboration space, content library. You're not going to have teacher only because that's obviously just for your teacher. And then you're probably going to have your tab, which when you click on it, it'll have a range of sections here. This experimental class I've set up where it's got a handout section, class notes section, homework section, quizzes, and a textbook library. Okay, your sections will vary from team to team, so it's just dependent on what your teacher has set up for you. So let's have a little look here. So in this handouts one, I have given this pupil, this test pupil, a worksheet, and this is where the worksheet or information would be given. Now, I've obviously, because this is just an example, I've not spent the time to add things here. This person also has class notes in the class notes section. And this is a more typical thing that you're likely to see, where your notes that you would have had in paper form have been digitalized to make them into this digital form so that you can add information in. So to add information onto this page, all you need to do is just click on the page like you've seen. You know how I had the navigation panel there? All I did was just click on the page that I wanted to edit, and then I could answer the questions. Okay, so if I was to go down here, extraction using heat only. This is used for oxides of metals at the bottom of electrochemical series below copper. These metals are, well, I don't expect you necessarily to know because I'm giving this to many classes, but you would put the answers in here. Okay, I recommend doing this. If you're going to insert an answer, make your life easy and your teacher's life easy by changing the font color. So go up to home, go to the font color, choose another color. It might be an idea to stay away from red because many people mark with red. I'm going to use a kind of fairly dark blue. And I'm going to put silver as my answer. Okay, now you don't need to do anything else after that because every time you make a change, it should be auto-saving. As long as you're connected to the internet, it should be auto-saving. Okay, now you or in this context, it calls it syncing. To check that it's been synced, you can go up to that little cloud there and you can click on it. And it says page saved, page last synced just now. So the edits that you made have instantly been saved into your class notebook. Now, homework is another section. And likely your assignment work will be in one of linked to one of those sections. So again, you could add your answers by just simply typing. Now, you can also add photographs. Say you do your work on a piece of paper because maybe Microsoft Teams is not working very well. You can actually add a photograph by simply just going to Picture, and you can most of you will probably upload it to your laptop first or your computer first and then select that file. But if your camera is actually plugged in via the cable, so if you've got a USB cable running from the laptop to your mobile phone, for example, you can select the from camera and it'll find the picture from your camera. I think it'll be a wee bit more complicated than just doing that, to be honest with you. Most of the time, I imagine most people will be taking a picture from file. Oh, wait a minute, actually, the from camera might be taking a picture using the webcam, right? I don't see you using that, to be honest. From online, there'll be a website that will pop up where you'll be able to select some pictures, okay? But most of this, you'll probably want to choose from file. So if you've taken a picture on your phone of your work, transfer it to your computer, and then where it is in your computer, find it by selecting it from the file. That you can add tables in, you can add files in, you can link to other things, right? So you can find other web addresses and you can link them to that if you want for adding to your own notes. You can also add emojis. Okay. So there's many options. You can draw as well. So say you've got a match-up task right now. That there, back in this page, was not a match-up task, but let's pretend it was, right? So let's totally pretend that was. So now notice I just made a mistake and made it appear. All I did was press Control plus Z and it undid what I just deleted. Come on. Right, we'll do it with these three. Now I'm going to choose the wrong answers here because the malachite is copper carbon, bauxite is aluminium oxide, and iron pyrites is iron sulfide, right? But just to show how this works, if you wanted to draw to match up your diagrams, all you do is go to draw, go to pencil, choose the color you want, right? I like blue, so you just go like that, and you just use your mouse to join things together, that kind of way. Okay, and if you've made a mistake, you can choose the rubber and you can erase them. Okay, one other thing to point out is that you have a collaboration space in many of your classes. You can use that collaboration space by, the teacher may give you a challenging calculation, which should be loading up just now. It maybe won't load up, typical, but your teacher may put a challenging calculation up there or another activity. For example, they may give you like, you might in English write a story and then each of you add an extra line to that story to make it into a very imaginative piece of writing. That kind of thing can be done where anyone can add to that information. So in this case, the challenging calculation, the whole point of that was that anyone in the class should have been able to answer or try and answer that calculation. Okay. Now in my S2 class, I'm going to ask them to use the collaboration page to put their pictures of what they've got out of their pitfall traps onto that page, so we can all have a look at everyone's work. Content library, your teacher may put all the textbooks and worksheets. Oh, there, it's loaded up now. Right, there's the question there, loaded up now. Your teacher may put up all the textbooks or worksheets into the content library, and then if you could just copy and paste them from that area into your notebook. It is we'll have to show you how to do that. It's not really as straightforward as it maybe could be, but that is a possibility there as well. Okay, one other thing to show you is that say you want the notebook to read something else out to you because you're struggling to read it. Okay, you can go to, now let me find it, Immersive Reader, which is under View. You can highlight that using Immersive Reader, click on Immersive Reader, and it should read out what you just highlighted. Okay, it's reading out the whole lot. So I just click play.
Messages.
Okay, so it will literally read out everything in that page. So that may help you do your work as well. Okay, right. I think that's everything I need to show you. Oh, no, one last thing I need to show you is if you go to, there's another way of getting to class notebooks. You can go to your assignment that you've been set and the links will link you to your class notebook. Okay, just remember that once you've done your assignment, make sure you click that you have to turn it in, right? I think that's the phrase that's written in your screen. So you turn it in and that tells your teacher that you've done your homework and they will mark it. Okay, right. Well, hopefully that helps. If you've got any questions on it, let me know.